Are you tired of tossing and turning in your bed? Do you find it difficult to fall asleep? If so, then this calming tale is just for you. So get comfy and cozy under your blankets, my little sleepy head, because we're about to go on an adventure that will take us to the land of Nod. Let's go. Once upon a time, nestled between whispering willows and sparkling streams, there was an enchanted meadow bathed in the soft glow of the moon. Fireflies danced among the long grass, their tiny lights twinkling like fallen stars. The air was filled with the gentle hum of crickets and the sweet fragrance of honeysuckle, lulling all who inhaled it into a peaceful slumber. This meadow held a magic unlike any other, a magic that had the power to weave dreams and lull even the most restless spirits into a deep, dreamless sleep. Now, deep within this tranquil meadow lived a family of adorable field mice. There was Papa Mouse with his whiskers twitching like radar, sensing danger from afar. Mama Mouse, whose gentle eyes twinkled with warmth and kindness, and their three little field mice, Pip, Squeak, and Nibbles. Now, these little mice were known throughout the meadow for their cheerful disposition and their infectious giggles. But lately, a shadow had fallen over their happy home. Little Nibbles had fallen ill. No amount of Mama's soothing song or Papa's foraged herbs seemed to help. And as the days passed, Nibbles became weaker and weaker. One day, as Papa Mouse searched for herbs that could aid his ailing child, he stumbled upon an old, wise owl perched on a gnarled tree branch. "Oh, great owl," he cried out, "my little Nibbles is very sick, and I fear we may lose her if we can't help her soon." The owl, with eyes that shone with ancient wisdom, hooted softly. "There is a cure for your little one, but it lies hidden in the heart of the whispering willows deep within the enchanted glade." The journey to the whispering willows was fraught with peril. First, they had to cross the babbling silver stream, where playful water sprites were known to lure travelers to their watery graves. Then they faced the thorny thicket where grumpy, gassy trolls made their home. Finally, at the edge of the meadow stood the dark and twisted wood, a place where shadows danced and secrets whispered on the wind. Despite the dangers that lay ahead, Papa Mouse was determined to save his daughter. He thanked the owl for its guidance and set off, determined to find the cure for his beloved Nibbles. Meanwhile, back in the meadow, Mama Mouse sang softly to Nibbles, trying to keep her spirits up. Her sweet lullaby drifted through the tall grasses, a melody of love and hope. Little Pip and Squeak snuggled close to their sister, whispering words of encouragement. They might not have been able to join Papa on his quest, but they would be there for Nibbles for as long as they could. As Papa Mouse journeyed, the sun began its slow descent, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. The enchanted meadow, usually so vibrant, was now cloaked in the soft, cool light of twilight. Fireflies blinked their tiny lights, casting dancing shadows on the ground as they flew past. Reaching the silver stream, Papa Mouse paused. The water, usually so clear and inviting, now seemed dark and dangerous. Suddenly, a mischievous giggle echoed from the bank above, and before Papa Mouse could react, a group of water sprites popped out of the stream, their laughter ringing in his ears. They tried to distract him with tales of lost travelers and the dangers that lurked beneath the surface. But Papa Mouse, his heart heavy with worry, refused to be deterred. With a determined heart, he began his quest to find the cure for his daughter. He crossed the treacherous silver stream, where playful water sprites tried to lure him into the dark waters with their enchanting songs. But Papa Mouse, resolute in his mission, pressed on. Next, he braved the thicket, outsmarting the grumpy trolls by using his keen sense of smell to lead them away from the path. Finally, he entered the dark and twisted wood, where gnarled branches twisted together, forming a canopy that blocked out the fading sunlight. Here, strange whispers seemed to come from every direction, each one trying to dissuade him from his goal. Yet Papa Mouse, driven by his unwavering love for his daughter, continued his journey deeper into the heart of the wood. After what felt like hours, he finally saw a faint glow ahead. Pushing through a final thicket of branches, Papa Mouse emerged into a clearing bathed in an ethereal light. In the center stood a majestic oak, its branches reaching towards the sky like welcoming arms. At the foot of the oak, nestled amongst its gnarled roots, was a tiny cottage made of woven leaves and petals, and right outside the door, the cure for nibbles lay hidden. It was a single, delicate firefly, its light more brilliant than all the others in the meadow. As Papa Mouse approached, a tiny voice called out, "Who dares disturb the peace of the Firefly Queen?" Startled, Papa Mouse turned to see a group of fireflies fluttering around him, their lights flashing in unison. Taking a deep breath, he explained his quest, hoping they would understand his desperate need. The Firefly Queen, touched by Papa Mouse's love for his daughter, agreed to help. One of her most valiant fireflies, she explained, had been cursed by an evil sprite and was now trapped in an eternal winter slumber. If Papa Mouse could bring the firefly back to life, she would give him the one thing he needed to cure Nibbles. But how could one little mouse awaken a sleeping firefly? Papa Mouse, though small in size, was big in heart and determination. Accepting the quest, he rushed back to the meadow, the weight of 2 lives resting on his tiny shoulders. The journey back was as perilous as his journey to the Whispering Willows, but now, with the added urgency of saving 2 lives, Papa Mouse moved with a speed and agility he didn't know he possessed. He outsmarted the water sprites by running across the stream on a fallen log. He leaped over the heads of the trolls in the thicket and he raced through the dark and twisted wood, dodging the grasping branches that tried to slow him down. Finally, safe in the heart of the enchanted meadow, Papa Mouse knew exactly what to do. He placed the frozen firefly on a leaf and began singing. He sang of brave mice on daring quests, of magical fireflies and enchanted meadows, and of a little mouse who loved her family more than anything in the world. As he sang, his voice grew in strength and power, shaking the very foundations of the meadow. His song echoed through the tall grasses, reaching the ears of the sprites, trolls, and even the grumpy old tree spirits. Touched by Papa Mouse's love and determination, the magical beings of the meadow joined in his song. Water sprites splashed in the stream, creating a harmonious rhythm. The trolls thumped their large feet on the ground, adding a deep bass note, and the tree spirits whispered words of encouragement, their voices like the rustling of leaves in the wind. Together, they created a symphony of sound that reverberated through the meadow, shaking the branches of the trees and stirring the very essence of the whispering willows. At the heart of the song, the firefly began to glow. First a tiny flicker, then a steady, brilliant light. As Papa Mouse's song reached its crescendo, the firefly took off, soaring into the night sky, leaving a trail of sparkling light in its wake. The magical beings watched in awe as the firefly flew towards the whispering willows, where the cure for Nibbles awaited. With the mission accomplished, Papa Mouse raced back to his family, his heart pounding with hope. As he neared his home, he could hear Mama Mouse's gentle lullaby once again filling the air. Bursting through the door, he rushed to Nibble's bedside, placing the cure in her paws. Immediately, color returned to her cheeks, her eyes opened, and she was enveloped in the tight embrace of her parents. Little Pip and Squeak squealed with joy, their laughter echoing through the meadow. From that day forward, Nibbles was as lively as ever, her infectious giggles once again ringing out over the enchanted meadow. The firefly, forever grateful to Papa Mouse, chose to make its home in the mouse's house. Its light, a constant reminder of the bravery and determination that saved not one, but 2 lives. And so, the tale of Papa Mouse and the Enchanted Meadow is passed down from one generation of field mice to the next, a story of courage, love, and the magic that happens when a tiny heart beats with unwavering determination. And with that, our enchanting tale has come to an end. Hasn't it been a wonderful journey, my little sleepyhead? Just like Papa Mouse, you to possess a brave and loving heart. May the spirit of the Enchanted Meadow fill your dreams tonight and every night. Now snuggle deeper under your blankets and drift into a peaceful sleep. Sweet dreams, my little one.